Ah, welcome, welcome. You must be curious about this mansion, no? I've resided here longer than I can remember. But what you're after are not just ghost stories, no. The residents of this haunted estate have stories much darker than you might think. I, Neville, was once a man of intellect, a man of books. But even knowledge couldn't protect me from the fateful night when death came knocking. Oh, but let's not dwell on me. Let me tell you about the other souls trapped in this mansion. Ah, my dear Lydia. Beautiful and vain, even in death. Oh, how she loved her reflection, always fussing over her looks, even as the years drained away. But the mirror, oh, the mirror never lies. Chauncey, our precious boy, such a strong will for one so young. He loves to play, though his games, I fear, are a tad dangerous. Ah, the floating Orlindas. Their love for the waltz was eternal, though I dare say it was their pride that doomed them. So desperate to be remembered as the perfect dancing couple. They died in pursuit of the spotlight that faded long ago, and now they dance endlessly, forever locked in a swirl of despair, never satisfied with their performance. Shivers, poor Shivers, a loyal butler, one who served his master without question. His devotion ran so deep that, even in death, he cannot leave his duties. His candle lights the way, but it is not for him, no. Shivers is bound to this mansion, forever awaiting a command that will never come. Perhaps it's loyalty, or perhaps it's fear. Either way, his chains are invisible, but no less real. Ah, Melody Pianissima. A prodigy, a genius, and yet all she sought was praise, admiration. She played for so many, yet never heard the applause she longed for. In life, her music filled the air with beauty, but in death, it became a haunting echo, never reaching the ears of those who could appreciate it. Now she plays for the ghosts, but no audience can satisfy her longing. Ugh, Mr. Lugs, a man whose appetite was never satisfied. Ugh, even in death he gorges. But nothing will ever fill that bottomless pit of hunger. Such a pity. Oh, Spooky, what a strange little beast. Even in life, his bark was worse than his bite, and now he's a restless spirit, chasing shadows that aren't there. You'd think death might calm such a creature, but no. Spooky's desire to protect his master runs deeper than life or death itself. He guards the mansion still, though there's, frankly, nothing left to guard. Bogmire. A creature not of flesh, but of fear itself. It has no backstory, no origin we can understand. For it is the embodiment of the mansion's darkest emotions. Bogmire is not a ghost, but rather a manifestation of all the terror, all the dread that has accumulated in these walls. To fight it is to confront the shadow within oneself. And not everyone is prepared to face such darkness. Biff Atlas. A man obsessed with his physique. Muscles were his pride, his reason for being. He believed strength could overcome anything, even the inevitable passage of time. But in death, his body remains, frozen, unmoving. All that strength and no purpose to direct it towards. How ironic that he, who prized his body so much, now stands as nothing more than a statue. Ah, Miss Petunia, the ghostly beauty with a flair for fashion. Once the Miss Ghost runner-up. She hasn't had much modeling work lately, though. Now she haunts the shower, bemoaning her missed opportunities, forever preening in the mist, her vanity as persistent as her ethereal glow. Ah, mother, dear Nana. She cared for me once, knitting by the fire, always with her gentle smile. But time wears down even the strongest bonds, doesn't it? Now she sits alone, still knitting, though her children have long left her behind. The rocking chair creaks, and the yarn stretches endlessly. Yet no warmth remains in those threads. I suppose even in death, she can't let go. Slim Bankshot, now there's a curious fellow. A man of precision, calculation, and calm. In life, he spent hours at the pool table, sinking shot after shot with nary a smile. And now, in death, he plays on. His game never ending, his satisfaction forever out of reach. He seeks no company, only the perfection of a game that will never conclude. Ah, Henry and Orville, my twin souls forever bound by mischief. In life, they love nothing more than their games, fast cars, toy plays, endless laughter. But time has a way of catching up, even to those who run. Now their laughter echoes through these halls, playful yet hollow. Their games never end, but neither do they win. Madame Clairvoyant, the woman who could see through the veil of life and death, she always knew more than she let on. Some say she foresaw her own death, but did nothing to stop it. Curious, no? Oh, right, Grimly. No one was ever a fan of that man, myself included, truly rotten to the core. Though I've heard he was a pleasant man once you got to know him, so I've heard. He died how he lived, alone. Behold the clockwork soldiers, stalwart guardians of this forsaken mansion. You know, I never thought Chauncey's toys could come to life, though I suppose that collector was a bit of a strange fellow. Sweet Pea, that poor little girl. She never wanted to wake up. Her dreams were her sanctuary, her escape from the hardships of reality. She dreamed so deeply, she never realized that she had passed on. And now, she sleeps eternally, trapped in a dream that has become her prison. Perhaps she still believes she's alive. Perhaps she doesn't care. After all, who wouldn't prefer the perfect world of dreams over the cold, harsh truth of death? A normal child asked for a dog, a cat, a fish. Orville just had to get an octopus. I didn't hear the end of it, so here we are. We got it a tank, but it preferred jars instead. My son called him Jarvis because of this. One day he simply forgot to step back into the water. At least he died doing what he loved. Quite the climber, that Sir Weston. That's what people called him, anyway. Quite the famous fellow, and yet one wrong slip and an avalanche later, and well, let's just say a love for the cold will never replace a blanket. Finally, we have Vincent, a proud man who truly believed his paintings could come to life. And to be fair, he is quite skilled. How did he pass, you ask? Well, let's just say they call him the starving artist for a reason. Well, that's enough for me. You've heard our stories, and now you're wandering our halls, stirring up the past. But remember, we are more than just spirits. We are the echoes of lives once lived. Good luck, Green Man. You don't need it.